What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tony the Savant back with another one. I want to get into this one, man. This is a good one. So, anyway, let me do my intro real fast. Shout out to my boy Jeezy, that's the manager. Shout out to my baby cousin Hawk. Been supporting since day one. I love that, and I love you, G. Hawk also manages my Facebook group, Tony the Savant. We talk sports. Y'all, please come on over there, join the group, join the family. We have a lot of fun over there. Also, follow me on my platforms, Instagram, Tony_the_Savant. Posting some good stuff over there. I try to get over on my Twitter, X. I'm thinking about starting a little Twitter Spaces pretty soon. Keep that under the wraps. We're thinking about going ahead and taking over Twitter next. But you can find me over there at Tony Space, the Space Savant. What else we got? Hit the Cash App, man. Please hit the Cash App. Not so much, I ain't trying to pay no bills off of this, but I'm definitely trying to take the donations from the channel to put it back into the channel, strictly and foremost. You forget. I don't know if y'all. I ain't saying you forget. This here is a business, guys. And I'm gonna tell y'all, keep it a buck. It's not much. It's not a traditional Fortune 500, but it definitely costs time, money, energy to keep this channel going. So any little donations will help. I definitely would shout out the person that does do that, and definitely it will help the channel grow for sure. Also, what else we got? Facebook. You can hit me up on Tony Savant. Got a profile on that one over there as well. Just dropping my sports stuff over there. And YouTube, man. We right here at the crib. Y'all please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content. We did the intro. All right, let's get into it. So my boy Anthony Edwards has been balling in the FIBA tournament. Shout out to Anthony Edwards. Steve Kerr just recently sang his praises. Said he's the unquestionable leader of the team. Anthony Edwards is a very impressive player. I've always liked him. Since he's come into the league. He's a little bit timid. He's playing with Cat. Cat's still pretty much the franchise guy over there in Minnesota. But Anthony Edwards, excuse me, guys, I can't talk. Anthony Edwards has been emerging as a budding star in the league, definitely, these last few seasons. But recently he dropped his NBA top 5 all-time list, and everybody's in the buzz. And this would be totally cool if everybody wasn't getting all in a tizzy about his selections for his top 5. And y'all know who we talking about, man. We think about it. Let's take 5 seconds real quick. When somebody drops their top 5, what fan base gets upset about that top 5 if their favorite player isn't in there? I'll give y'all a second. The topic of today is Anthony Edwards leaves LeBron James off his top 5 all-time NBA list. And this has got LeBron stands in a bit of a tizzy. Like I say, it's just funny. Like, these guys go crazy. But if somebody left Michael Jordan off their top 5, I have documented proof. This is what they would say. Like, the LeBron James fans, they have a script, bro. They definitely got a script, and they all read from the same script. But if somebody was to say like a Colin Cowherd or I don't know, Austin Rivers, I'm just trying to think of some random guy comes out with his top 5 list, and he got LeBron, Dirk, whatever, Dwayne Wade. He got his 5. You know what LeBron fans will tell you? And I meant to say, if somebody like a random guy drops their top 5 and they leave Michael Jordan off, but LeBron is present, you know what a LeBron stand gonna tell you? Oh, that's that man's opinion. Why you hating on that man's opinion? It's really talking to these dudes, man. Is funny business. I'm honestly, call me crazy, y'all. My favorite course in college was psychology, and I'm thinking about it. I'm honestly thinking about putting together a case study on LeBron stands, because these dudes are straight out of a cartoon, man. You know what I mean? So I've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff out of that camp, because Anthony Edwards had the audacity, the unmitigated gall, as one Stephen A would say, to leave LeBron James off his list. But nonetheless, I want to get into this article because I had just heard about it as I was getting up today, cooking up the topics. Over the last decade or so, LeBron James has been climbing the list of the greatest NBA players of all time. These days, many people feel he is one of the best 5 to ever touch the basketball. False. That is so false. So many people have left LeBron James, like, I think it's more of a unanimous opinion that he's top 10. You know what I mean? I won't even say that, but I think that's more of a universally accepted opinion. A lot of dudes, you know, like the legends and all that stuff, when they make their top tens, they'll put LeBron somewhere in there. But you know, back in the days, he used to be a lot higher. Now you'll see, you know, LeBron at 4, 5, 6. Not on everybody's list. You know what I'm saying? Like these Bron stands, some of these media dudes, they just won't let it go. They just, you know what I mean? LeBron James' career must have been 4 years long because they ain't seen none of his meltdowns. They ain't seen none of his losses. But they'll tell you about them championships. They'll definitely run up that bubble championship for you. But I just want to kind of stop Yahoo Sports. That's the article we read it from. Kind of got to stop them and stop that cap because that's not the universal opinion. A lot of people that I've been seeing recently have been leaving LeBron James out of their top 5 or not considering him the GOAT, which is fine. LeBron is still one of the greatest to ever do it. Rich Paul. Oh, man. Should I make a video on that? I'm going to get into it. Rich Paul had the audacity to confront Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. was saying that LeBron James is the second best player of all time. Who cares? You know, whatever. I think that's high accolades when you consider the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, the Kareems, all these guys. Wilt, LeBron's number 2 over all these dudes. You know what Rich Paul had to fix his mouth up and say? That's disrespectful to LeBron. Anyway, man, this ain't a LeBron-centric video. This is about my boy, young boy, Anthony Edwards. I just wanted to bring home the level of delusion of a LeBron fan. Rich Paul is probably the number. He has to be a big LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying? Just naturally. But for him to say that LeBron James is disrespectful to put him number 2. It's even more disrespectful to put him number 1, Mr. Paul. So let's just throw that out there. Like I said, this ain't a LeBron video. Let's get back in the bag. These days, many people feel he is one of the 5 best to ever touch a basketball. An increasing number of people either feel he's the greatest of all time or the second greatest basketball player ever. And see, that's why I feel like Yahoo Sports is capping. This might have been a Bron Tard to write this. But there are a decent number of holdouts who feel the Los Angeles Lakers superstar doesn't rank that high in the annals of league history. At least not yet. Talking about not yet. The man been playing 21 years. 20 years. What else he got to prove? It's crazy. But anyway, Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards was asked for his list for the top 5 players in NBA history, and he left James off his ranking. However, he did include Lakers greats Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, rightfully so. Rightfully so. The greatest duo to ever work. Let's read down. And this is his selection, guys. Let's get into it. All right, we got Michael Jordan, number 1. I'm right there with you, brother. Kobe Bryant, number 2. I'm right there with you, brother. Shaquille O'Neal, number 3. You know, I like Shaq. I definitely got Shaq top 10. I wouldn't go as high as 3. Allen Iverson, I wouldn't get him. He's not top 5. He's not top 10 in my list. But Allen Iverson is a cultural, pop culture icon. You know what I mean? Allen Iverson, if he would have won an NBA championship, he wouldn't be any more popular than he is right now. Let's just call it. He would just have more legendary acclaim attached to his name. But everybody, you know what I mean? Dwayne Wade just had him. He just introduced D Wade into the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Allen Iverson is a renowned legend. And I understand why he gets the respect he gets, you know what I mean, from everybody, from so many people in the NBA communities, from so many people in the YouTube communities, in the streets. I've seen Allen Iverson is right there with Jordan, Kobe, LeBron as far as just being a cultural icon. So he had Allen Iverson at number 4, and his personal favorite player, which I ain't got KD nowhere near no top 5, but I can respect that he got KD top 5. I would probably do the same thing with Steph. You can argue that Steph hasn't earned top 5 accolades just yet, but anyway, you know, I understand the whole, you know, I want to put my favorite player in there. Perhaps the big reason why people like Edwards don't have James in their top 5 is the fact that James is only 4-6 in the NBA Finals. It's a record he will have to improve in order to strengthen his argument as possibly the greatest of all time. This is where the cap and the confusion come in for me. Okay? And these guys wrote this article on August 21st, 2023. That's today, y'all. That's today, gang. At 11:53 a.m. Guys, that was but 3 hours ago. You know what I mean? Max three and some change. 3 hours and some change. They wrote this article. And they're talking about LeBron as if he's in his 10th year or his 8th or 9th year in the league. LeBron is on his way out of the league. He can no longer, and this is what I love about the media. They say that when he loses, he can it doesn't affect his resume. So what's gonna happen when he wins? We gotta listen to more of this. LeBron. No, if LeBron losing doesn't take away from his legendary status, then him winning ain't gonna add to it. That's how I feel about it now, because just the confusion that these LeBron fans be having. I mean, you just heard it in an article. They're talking about LeBron as if he's still, somewhere in his prime or something. Like, he is yet to be seen if LeBron could pass. No, LeBron ain't passing up nobody for the greatest of all time. If he ain't did it by now, he ain't gonna do it. It's been 20 years. You see the young boys. Anthony Edwards is only 23 years old. He was born in 1999, 2000, somewhere in that, that age range, that year range. He was raised on LeBron. You know what I mean? He wasn't raised on Jordan. In fact, when he was born, Jordan was out of the league. As far as Bulls, Jordan, the one, the legendary one, we got a couple years at the Wizards, but even when he was on the Wizards, Anthony Edwards would only been 2, 3, 4 years old at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was raised in the LeBron era, the quote unquote LeBron era. I say Steph Curry era. And he doesn't, have his guy as he doesn't have LeBron is in his top 5. My thing is that you LeBron fans need to relax, man. Y'all need to chill. This is something that y'all got to do, man, because you got to accept reality. And that's the problem with you LeBron fans. Y'all do not want to accept reality, bro. It just said it in this article that he's 4-6 in the NBA Finals, guys. Listen, 4-6. Some of y'all fools ain't go to school. 6 is more than 4. Okay, he got more losses than he has wins. In addition, excuse me, sorry, dang on chords all over the place. 4-6 in the finals. In addition, you know what I mean? Some guys just don't think that's that same way about him as y'all do. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's not. I mean, me personally, as a basketball player, I don't see what y'all get excited about. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff I see from LeBron is mid. You know what I mean? It's something everybody else is doing. He ain't really doing nothing other than putting up stats. And y'all run with that, but. And something else I noticed is that, and shout out to my boy 2 Raw, because when I heard Anthony Edwards' list, 2 Raw for TV, he covered this as well. When I heard this list, he has a lot of guys from the 90s, 90s and early 2000s, which is a good, sign that he may have respect for the history of the game. It doesn't go all the way back to, back in the Bill Russell and the Wilt Chamberlain days, respectfully, but I can respect the dude that seen the 90s players whom of which I was raised on, and if you know what you're looking at, you probably will admit to yourself that these dudes are thems. These dudes are hims. You feel me? We had a lot of the legendary players came up in the 90s. I think even to this day, I know Kobe has played the most 50-win teams. So every year, like, Kobe was going against a juggernaut, especially in those last 2 championship runs. And I believe Jordan has played the most top 50, top 75 players. Well, no, it wouldn't be top 75, but he played the most top 50 players. So the most, if you make it the NBA top 50 list, most of those dudes on that list, Jordan faced as an opponent in the NBA. So, you know what I mean? It's just a respect, sorry guys, for history, and which allots me some respect for Anthony Edwards, because he's a young man. He's definitely having his coming out party right now in the FIBA tournament. I do like Anthony Edwards' game. I think he's going to be a superstar in the league in the next 3 to 5 years. So definitely exciting to watch how his career unfolds. But also, I definitely can appreciate his top 5 because, it has some substance. Although KD need to get on. I mean, this is why I say you got your personal favorite in there. You always get to put one of your personal favorites in your top 5, guys. That's a new rule. That's a rule. I'm gonna just go ahead and bless that rule right now. You make a top 5. Make sure the 4 of them are of substance. And then if you want to say, man, my top 5 is Bill Russell, Magic, Jordan, and white chocolate, because white chocolate was my dude. If you go with that, I'm gonna be 100%. Hey, that's your top 5. I respect it. Not a LeBron fan, y'all. Not them fools, man. LeBron ain't in your top 5. You the worst. You a bum. You're a scrub. You don't know nothing. You know how they always going with the meat stuff. They always talking about the man's meat. Like, come on, bro. Like, these LeBron fans are wild, man. But I love y'all, bro, because y'all keep me, y'all make me look good. You know what I'm saying? When I got to shut down a LeBron fan, it's easy work for me. I never really got upset talking to these fools. You know what I'm saying? But when they come with the threats and all that kind of stuff, the last series of LeBron fans that I got into it with kind of bad, y'all. These fools doxed me, man. They went and found my dad, my granddad, my wife, all these dudes. And you know what? I was like, that's fine, that's cool. Y'all do what y'all do, man, because y'all go this hard for LeBron. But hear me this. You know what I mean? Hear me this. You can do what you got to do, and it's still not going to make LeBron the GOAT. I ain't got no dirt on my jacket, boy. Y'all can do what y'all gotta do. It's still, after you done doing all of that, exerting of energy, after you've doxed me, talked bad about me, and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. I'm gonna applaud you because I'm cool, calm. You know what I mean? I'm never really upset. There's very few things that get me upset, especially not a LeBron fan. But I just find y'all so entertaining. Like I say, I don't know if I said this already, but I was talking to my buddy about my favorite course in college was psychology, man. And I'm honestly thinking about building a case study, something to get me into one of those books, you know what I mean? One of those college courses, college curriculums, building a psychological profile on these LeBron fans, because the level of delusion of these dudes is cartoonish. It's definitely up there with the crazy. So shout out to my boy Anthony Edwards. Like I said, I ain't trying to make this no LeBron video, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all LeBron fans still. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my enemies, even if I don't even call y'all enemies. I don't got no hate in my heart for y'all boys, but y'all are very entertaining. So I like to give y'all shine. But nonetheless, it's your boy Tony the Savant. I got to get back to work, guys. Sure appreciate the growth. I appreciate the love. Appreciation, definitely helping the channel grow. I love y'all, man. Y'all are the bosses. I'm the guy that put in the work. Y'all know how this goes. I'm not a player, I'm not a coach, I'm a savant. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on this channel as well. Have a blessed day, great day. Get your goals accomplished.